Hello, Omega and White Bear. Hi. There's still stem on my grape. I don't want to eat the stem. But I've been basically useless today. And just very tired. And hating myself. How is everybody else's day gone? Why is Tim sacked? Oh, the grape. I thought you were blaming him because I was sleepy and lazy all day. That's all me. I need to draw more so I can fill out pages and not just have these ones at the front. Although the pages are starting to get a lot more like flattened. Hello, Brad. Yeah, I don't look into mirrors, Guido. It's a bad idea. I was gonna draw today and then I didn't. I would say a lot of things, but no. Maybe last night I thought I was gonna do a lot of things. But this morning, a whole bunch of nothing. Didn't even go for a walk because it was pissing rain all day. And it was just incredibly windy all night, which is part of why I didn't sleep. Jess did a successful murder today. She was very pleased with herself. I think Tim said it was like a shrew or something. She brought it in the house and was like, meow, 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 meow. Look what I did. Meow, meow. It's all kind of crooked and too tall, but overall not terrible. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I think it's kind of cool. That's about where I am on yesterday, right now. Alright. Today Tim said I should draw nibs, because I've already drawn an ink pot and pens. I couldn't think of what to draw and I didn't go for a walk, so I didn't have any new inspiration. Although I do have plenty of photos on my camera still. So I have all kinds of pens with different nibs and all kinds of nibs in here. Need to pick out a couple. Oh, and I've got nibs here too. I feel like drawing a sheet of paper would be possibly frustrating. I was thinking I'd add these to here. And Dr. Tim. We did watch some more Doctor Who today. That's about the only thing I did. Oh, and I made lunch. Alright, so what else do I have up here? Hello, Mega Cheese. I really do need to try out all these other nibs I have a bit more now that I fitted them onto the Lamy that I have. Since I have, I think, one of everything now. Maybe. Well, I don't have their gold nibs, but I think I have one of every of their other sizes. What if these weird ones? Could be wild to have one of these. Could just do could just do dip pens instead of fountain pen nibs. manuscript. All right. So if we did I feel like I could do a separate day for fountain pen ones and for dip ones. Because those would both be different pictures, I think. Alright, and then if I put one of these in there in the middle somewhere. Not much Glamoyne, just figuring out what I'm drawing and talking. think I've already asked. How is everybody tonight? Got any plans for the weekend? Yeah, wasted life. Yeah, some days we're all pretty quiet. Crazy, 3 months in a row. Whoop whoop. Thanks very much for the resubscription, Crazy. Very much appreciated. Yeah, Friday is usually a pretty quiet day in the chat, in the stream. Everybody's pooped. It's been a long week. I'm super tired. I didn't get any sleep. Nothing really happened today. I was a lazy piece of shit and I watched Netflix and laid in bed. No mail. Jess did climb on top of me and sleep on me while we were watching Doctor Who. That was nice. But yeah, I didn't fall asleep until like 5 a.m. I feel like I need to sharpen my pencil. This one is so small. Am I just like bad at sharpening pencils or what? I feel like no matter what, I either break it or I get like a curl in the shape of this. Yes, Brad. I think so. Because I think I am. No, this is a newly, like, Tim literally Frankensteined that sharpener for me. Took the sharpener that was in it out and put a different one in. So, shouldn't be the sharpener. And I'm using pencils that I purchased instead of ones that Tim gives me. So hypothetically, it should be okay. Unless they were... I don't fucking know. I think I'm just bad at life. Oh, I forgot to post this video I watched on YouTube onto Discord, because it reminded me that I have like aphantasia. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing I have. Totally. I should share that on Discord. But it was funny because it was another YouTube artist who deals with anxiety and has a history of abuse. And they were like, I have aphantasia. And I'm like, wow. And I think they're a redhead too. And I was like, wow. Basically, it means you can't picture things in your head. Thanks for the host, JR, and hello. Just blah meme? I know it's just blame me, but it just looks like just blah meme. I was like, what's the blah meme? Yeah, old school grindy sharpener. Yeah, wall mounted. Yeah. I know, like electronic ones. Electric? I don't fucking know. Those ones are not good. In general, because they'll just eat things. And I know you're supposed to twist the sharpener, not the pencil, but like no actual fucking sharpeners are made for that. And I mean, even if I just like swapped my hand, I don't think I would be able to, like that would take some practice to get used to. But yeah, aphantasia, it's like, yeah, just literally can't picture things in your head. So, like, if someone says, okay, you know, like a guided meditation or like a technique for therapy or like art, you know, when you're trying to like picture something before you draw it. I can't picture things in my head. What is this song, though? It sounds like it's related to Final Fantasy VII. I think it's just in between, like, there's, because, yeah, I would probably be somewhere, I don't think I'm like a 0, if you were rating it like 0 to 10. I don't think I'm a 0, I think I'm like a 0.5 or a 1, maybe. But like a lot of the things that I would say, like I can picture, it's, for me, it's more that I can remember what it looks like or something, you know, like I have a very good visual memory. If I see something, like I'll picture it when I'm trying to remember, like, you know, like a cabinet. Say there's like a cabinet in your kitchen and it's got all these different ingredients in it. If I was trying to remember where something was, I would picture it in my head and I'd be like, it's like right beside the soy sauce. It's like right here. You know, like I would visually remember it. But it's like, it's still, I'm not like creating something. It's not like my mind's eye. That's a memory. That's different than like creatively imagining something. But yeah, basically from what I understand, it's something that was kind of discovered or thought of in like the late 1900s, and it hasn't actually been studied until the early 2000s. So it's one of those things that doesn't really have a lot of data behind it yet or anything. But like I say, I'll have to post that video on Discord so people can watch it and then kind of, you know, they'll get a better idea from that. I feel like all these teeny tiny details I might just need to do in ink, but I don't know. I should probably draw it first. It just seems so tiny. I guess that's a rooster? Maybe? Yeah, that looks like a rooster. But same, it's like there's all these, yes! Yes, Haggis, absolutely. It's kind of terrifying. There's lots of things like that where it's like, oh yeah, like we can fucking math out how far stars are apart, but we can't even tell you, like, you know, anything about the human body or the bottom of the ocean. Yeah. The human body and the human brain is like completely unknown. Eh, that's probably good enough. Oh. So what, like people just don't know how to use slide rules anymore? Is that what it is? 'Cause if so, that's fucking wild. Eh. Wow. Yeah, so basically they didn't write down their work. And people can't do it again. Those letters aren't big enough. That's fucking wild. I hate how many things in history are basically like lost forever because we're not fucking smart enough to replicate it, or yeah. Like knowledge that's lost because of stuff like that. Because we don't pass on the skills. That's like one of my biggest things with, you know, like all these like post-apocalyptic zombie apocalypse kind of movies and stuff where it's like, how many people wouldn't even know how to make bread, you know? How many people wouldn't know where ammonia comes from? Like, how many people, just in basic kind of like chemical skills, but that are like used for everyday things, you know? It's not just stuff like, oh, we'd run out of toilet paper and that would suck. You know, it's like, you know, how many people wouldn't know where painkiller stuff comes from? Like what plants it comes from. That was my big thing when I was a kid even. That's why I collected textbooks. Yeah, photos. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too. Like, you know, like Haggis is saying, what is archaeology of this time period going to look like? When we have things like apps that delete the files immediately, and you know, people like download everybody's information and then like sell it. Or, you know, people that die and then their computer just gets destroyed. Where's all that information going to go? And then, yeah, like, how are they going to, like, are they going to be able to check a floppy disk? Floppy disk is going to be dead. The information is going to be dead. So that's not going to be preserved, even if they could read a floppy disk. Yeah. Yeah, sword production and stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's a secret. Fedbot says it's a secret. But yeah, stuff like that. That's the kind of shit that terrifies me. Is like, oh my fucking god. Like, yeah. Exactly. Like, can you imagine if every digital file was lost and all we had were hard copies of information that's outdated? Like, you know, you think of like all the textbooks and stuff in schools and how they're all like fucking 30 years out of date. Like, can you imagine? Yeah, we're fucked. We should probably talk about something less stressful. Yeah, exactly. Medical records and stuff like that. I mean, you have things like the fucking pyramids and they don't even know how they built them that way. Like, how they managed to do it. And even until, like, when I was in school, they're like, oh yeah, slaves built it. And now they're like, wait, no. And all the places in the world where there's, like, just, like, you know, they've moved stone, like, hundreds, thousands of miles and shit. And it's like, how? We couldn't do that, like, without, you know, trucks and shit. How would we do that? Just the simplest things, you know? Right? Exactly, Mega Cheese. Found Atlantis unofficially? No. I know Tim always talks about there's something they found in like the Red Sea or something that like nobody talks about, but they totally found, and everyone just is like, no, we're not going to mention it because that would blow everybody's mind. Or like the rocks on the earth that are like we don't know what they're made out of, and the thing that they're made out of doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. People are dumb. Humans are dumb. Yeah. Yeah, this is the opposite of talking about something less stressful. Nice chair. I don't know why Brad's sighing. Mega Cheese is agreeing with him, I thought. Oh, this is still not changing the subject. Here I am just trying to draw some dip pen nibs. Oh. Saying I missed out is what you're saying. All the cool people play bingo. It would help if you didn't have to reset the server every single time. Now I kind of feel like I'll be an asshole if I ask. I feel like this is way thinner than what I drew. Move over. I don't know. I feel like I'd be just a bother to everybody involved. I don't know, what would Miss Frizzle say? It's been a long ass time since I've seen that show. Oh, speaking of old things and completely unrelatedly, Tim saw the trailer for the new Mary Poppins and was aghast. Like, he didn't become aghast, but he was aghast. I feel like I only do that for other people. If it's just anything related to me, then I don't. All these things have weird names and brands and things on them. Ow. This one says Westminster Bank Series number 6. I think it's longer than what I drew, but maybe not. Close enough. That's the next one. I'm doing these in width. I mean, JR and Brad, that's literally my entire life today. I feel like I should be doing something, but I don't want to, and I'm basically staying awake, and that's all I can do. That's literally my life. Apparently it's break time. So I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. All right. I'm gonna take my Fed meds early so that those are done. I want to eat my crisps, but I don't want to eat them on stream. Maybe I'll have one crisp. I grew up with a parent who was like deeply distressed about chewing noises. So I'm deeply distressed about my own chewing noises more than other people's, although other people's chewing noises can definitely set me off. Well, I mean, the reason she was deeply distressed about chewing noises was because of abuse for making chewing noises, which made her hypersensitive of people's chewing noises, including her own. So it's a vicious cycle. I feel guilty for making noises because of people I never met. Yeah, I know. It's more of a self-consciousness thing than anything. I can only assume that I am hormonal extra right now because I feel very self-loathing and self-destructive. What does this one say on the other side, since I didn't write that, and now I wrote it for everything else? No, it's like blurry anyways. Oh, but this is Germany. I've got most of that there. It's fine. I also need to stop doing that because it's annoying and it's bad for my throat. It's bad for me specifically. I have a fucked up throat. So things like whispering, singing, clearing my throat, eating certain foods, breathing. They're bad for my throat. I shouldn't be able to speak, or at least that's what I've been told. Is that the damage to my throat was severe enough that I'm lucky to be able to talk. And that's not taking into account the childhood abuse. And in that sort of case, I mean like abuse as in medications and stuff like that that were bad for my throat. I need to learn how to use my pen or pencil more lightly. I always push too hard. I'm magic. Something like that. I think my body just can take a lot of abuse. This one has a crown on it. Also, this is completely fucking crooked and sideways, but you know, whatever. I think they probably all are if I look at them. Evidently, I draw everything crooked. Looking at inks today. What kind of inks? Ah, Mass Drop. I haven't been on there in a long time. I really need to practice not writing like I write. Calligraphy. Writing like other people write. What kind of inks or what brand of inks did they have on there? Here, man. Yeah, Brad. I could probably go on for a very long time about what I know about pens and inks, but even then, yeah, I'm not the most knowledgeable. I just have some experience. That's how it is for me, Brad. I get into something and then like 2 months later, at saturation point for knowledge. It's just like, what? How? When? When did this all happen? Sketch ink. I have no idea what that means. Like, is that a brand or is that a type of ink? I don't know. Ah. Oh. That's maybe tempting. I'd have to see the price. Even then, I don't think Mass Drop would probably be very good for UK shipping. I feel like I've only ever heard bad things about Mass Drop, though. I don't know if that's the you know, only the bad stories coming to light, or what? Yeah, most of the experiences I've heard about are related to keyboards. So, I mean, that's the only reason I think I ever got interested in the site at all. But I've never ordered from it. Because there's never been anything I actually wanted that was actually at a good deal. Yeah, exactly. Canadian. That was also my problem at the time. I was in Canada, which doesn't help. Hey, Tringard. Exactly, Mega Cheese. Yeah. At the time, basically, it was somewhere that people were recommending as, you know, an option, especially for getting custom key, well, not custom, but, you know, like keycap options. But when you've got a Topper keyboard, you're kind of fucked regardless. So it's just kind of a site I watched to see in case there would be any interesting, like, Topper deals. Topper, however the fuck you're supposed to pronounce it. But it's the same as, like, even here for me, because it's like, okay, how much is that in pounds? Okay, how much is that in US? Okay, how much is that in Canadian? Like... And then the problem is they'll price things, and by they I just mean like companies in general. Like companies will price things, whereas they're like, yeah, well, I mean, it's $20, so obviously it's going to be £20. And it's like, that's not even close. And even with the cost of living and, you know, if you, you know, tried to justify it that way, it still doesn't make any sense and actually is shitty still. But yeah, it's like, okay, no, like, how much is that in Canadian? Fuck that shit. Yeah. Thanks. Oh yeah. Yeah, New Zealand and Australia are super fucked. Hey, Legamove. Help us change the subject. I keep ending talking about shitty things. Haha, fuck you, alarm. I've already had my fed meds. Did you have, like, the incredible winds last night? Good enough. Oh, did it again. I hate it. I hate hearing me do it. I hate doing it. I hate thinking of other people hearing me do it. Let's just move this out of the way. Sorry for the loud noise. Sorry, I'm extra shitty today. Even saying that, I just feel like that would be something that would make people feel bad. God damn it. Just read on my feed. I don't know. Weather change season. 26 during the day the other day. Yeesh. Like a move. Facing the other way? Why is it wrong that it's facing the other way? Were they supposed to be having a threesome? It just doesn't line up in that line. First real cool day. Sorry, Guido. Is my absolute shittiness helping? Because you're like, wait, Phedran's being dumb, and that makes me feel better. I know sometimes I feel better when other people are having shitty days because I get really protective. And I want to help take care of them. So I like put aside my own shitty feelings. I really do need to do my nails. Ugh. There's a couple YouTubers I've been watching lately. Because I've been watching a lot more art YouTubers. And a couple of them are all like, oh, it's mental health day and stuff. And I'm going to talk about my mental health. And wow, everybody's so nice about it. And I'm like, duh. I don't know. I feel like an asshole for thinking that. But it's like, yeah, dude. Like, fucking get with the program, yo. I don't know. We're at the point now where everyone's like, well, obviously, since I'm on YouTube and I do art, I deal with an anxiety, mental health issue, because everybody does. And it's like, well, that's where we're at right now. National Gumbo Day. I did have a website open. I didn't know that it was Mental Health Day or whatever the other day. Otherwise, I would have said something about it. But now I feel like I missed it. And so now I feel like I would be shitty for saying something. But I don't know. I feel like everything I could say has already been said, and I don't have anything incredibly interesting or useful to add. Why is this song so quiet? I've never had gumbo. I probably wouldn't like it. I'm a fussy eater. I've never eaten Gumby. I have... What's the Gumby's horse's name? Yeah, it's kind of like chowder from what I've heard, but I've also never had... Pokey! I still have somewhere in probably my mom's yard. There is a box that has a Gumby and Pokey in it. Because I liked Gumby when I was a kid. I still fucking love claymation shit. Like claymation games and stuff. Like that's part of why I want to play Neverhood, because it's a claymation game. But I love all those like same as like Jim Henson movies and stuff. I like, what's the word? Not technical. I like physical effects. Physical special effects I fucking love. Hello, Celtic Claymore. Pizza in the oven. Practical effects. Yeah, that's what it is. But physical effects also makes the same sense. My Christmas. What's my Christmas? But yeah, I fucking love that shit. Like claymation and like paper stuff and stop motion and all that. I love that. I can't really measure this one because it's like here. I don't really want to take it out of the package unless I'm using it. Goods broke stream. What's Goods broke stream? Yeah, claymation, claymore. Yeah, no, so I tried to emphasize the clay part, but I don't think I emphasized it enough. Oh, your Christmas. I got it. Sorry. I thought because your name and Mega Cheese's name were like on top of each other and they're almost the same length and they're both yellow-ish, but a slightly different color. I thought he said my Christmas. I was confused. Gumbo is a stew made from a roux, which is flour and fat, then build flavors, which are all veggies. Well, when you put it like that, it sounds like something I would be okay with, but I mean, lately, as it is, I basically have cereal in the morning, except for today when I just didn't, and then a bigger-ish lunch at like between 1 and 3, depending on how late I sleep. And then like a 5 o'clock snack kind of thing. So I don't have to deal with making a dinner is what I'm saying, because the meal that takes effort is in the middle of the day. Ow. Amethyst gifted like 200 subs. Oh, Good broke. Oh, okay. Was it like a VOD or something, or like a clip? Alright, good night, JR. Thanks. I'm sorry. I've been watching some of the 2017. I almost said 2014. No. I've been watching some of the 2017 Scream a Day stuff because Co linked me to some of them because the fucking Twitch's UI is broken. Oh, it just happened. Yeah, there's a lot of things I wish. I wish I didn't have to deal with my debt. I wish my debt was not something that had to... This is not helping. This is not talking about better things. Not blaming you, blaming me. Well, I'm happy for good. I'm not sure if it was for a specific reason or anything. Like if he wanted something or Amethyst just felt like breaking him or what, but... We had a good talk the other night. I haven't really talked to him other than Mario Kart in 3 years, so it was good to actually talk to him for a hot minute about something other than Mario Kart. It wasn't a good conversation. It was a terrible conversation, but it was a good conversation. Talking about my life, it's never a good conversation. But he was very supportive and kind. Yeah, sorry. No, it's my fault. No, Celtic. I thought that was the Welsh, Guido, or is that also supposed to be Scottish? Sleeping in my clean laundry basket. Yeah. Looks really comfortable. Yeah. Yeah. Jess was very cute and cuddly today. That was before she murdered a creature. But she was very cute and cuddly earlier today. Just crawled up right on top of me and was like, oh, you have a fuzzy blanket. You have a lap. Purr, 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 need, purr, purr, need, purr, purr, need, roll. I'm gonna lay on you. I mean, she didn't murder a bird. I can't be too mad. If she murdered a bird, I would be mad. I mean, I would still understand, but I would be mad. I feel like this circle needs to be at more of an angle. And then I've fucked it up. Were you here for the day when I did the fountain pens? I thought that was like somewhat more of like a technical kind of drawing. I feel like it's kind of my wheelhouse is replicating real things, which plays into the whole I can't imagine things and I have no creativity. So I just replicate what I see in real life. Oh, puppy pictures. Let's see what we got here. Oh, such a tiny puppy. Is that Dutch? Dutch is so tiny. Dutch is like tinier than Truffles. Maybe because there's no fur. Well, there's fur, but not as much fur. Yeah, that is making me hungry. Not Dutch, the pictures in... Don't worry about it. I could really go for some brownies. I'm honestly surprised I actually lost weight the week where we had the chocolate cake. I thought that might have screwed me over, but I did lose weight. Jess? Would you like to come in? If you're gonna be that cute, you should do it on camera. Do you want in? Or do you want to play? Is that the problem? Come here. Yeah, you seem like you want to play. Okay, well. I didn't even touch her. Well, okay, I did touch her, but... No, I didn't touch her butt. I touched her butt. Oh my god, question mark. She was laying on the floor, so I touched her bottom foot, and she was just like kicking against me and like kind of waving at the air. And I just kind of touched her back foot, and she was kept kicking and flailing. And then I pulled my hands back and was just kind of like bent over looking at her. And she just gave me a funny look, leapt up and went, ow! Like my knuckle's a little bit reddish. She went, ow! Just kind of chomped on my knuckle and then ran down the stairs. So that happened. Yeah, she was clawing my door because she wants to play. I feel like this one's totally crooked, but I'm not redrawing it, so, you know. It's fucking, that's just the way it is. It actually looks really cool, the wave of the length. I didn't actually plan that. I just went by width of the nib. But yeah, that looks kind of cool. Alright, so now I need to at least outline it before the end of the stream, and then whether or not I actually paint color on it, at least it'll be inked. So we got the Noodler's Lexington Gray waterproof, well, bulletproof ink. Oh yeah, snacks. I'm gonna have a crisp. Yeah, I was gonna say there's also the issue of not having enough calories and then your body basically trying to hold on to everything it's got. I used to try to starve myself to lose weight. It doesn't work. Well, it does work, but not in a good way. That was actually one of the most difficult things when I came here, learning how to eat again. Even though this is a 0.3 nib, I feel like this is like too big. I might. What do I have for. I have the 0.1, I think. I think that's the smallest one I have. I don't have any of the 0.0 ones. These are also waterproof. Apparently it's that time again. My spoon is too big. Although that means that this will actually be darker than the rest of the outline. Yeah, I feel like it's probably worth just sticking with this. Alright, I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back in a couple minutes, and then we'll ink up the rest of these bad boys. And I'll play with my eraser some more. Alright, well, I gobbled up my crisps. So that's done. Let's get back into it. Oi! Thank you. I pressed that button. I know I did. This is where I feel like I need like a something to have this here, but it's like I don't want to get that out because I do have a thing that'll do that, but maybe I will anyways. Just because this will make my life slightly easier, possibly. Alright, so now this is up closer and I don't have to hunch over trying to see every tiny little detail. Sorry, I didn't know that it was so uncomfortably small for you too. I just have to watch out so I don't hit the microphone. Thanks, Tim. Tea and bisque? Tea and biscuit? Or just tea and biscuits? I feel like maybe I shouldn't be doing these tiny words because I'm making it look worse. Cookies. Okay. I see. And it's kind of just bleeding because it's so tiny, but oh well. Tim brought me some chocolates. No, oh, this one first. Sorry, loud. What the fuck? Like a move. It sounds like a Far Side comic. This definitely makes me feel like I need a finer tip pen for details like this. Oh. Nibs for days. This isn't even half of the nibs I have now. And these are all dip pens. Fountain pens is a whole other thing entirely. If I did a fountain pen nib picture, it would have taken me even longer. But that could always be a different day. Oh no, Brad, don't do that. Hey, Steph. What the fucking number is that? I can't read that. 6. I know even you can't really read the things I'm writing, but at least if I know what it says, I can make the squiggles look kind of like what it actually says. They're all crooked and not perfect, but they're inked. Eat my chocolate and give that a sec, and then I'll probably erase. Oh wait, I need to do the lines on that one. Then I'll erase everything. I'm forgetting that this doesn't have eraser poo. I keep trying to flick it off. Alright. Got half an hour. I don't even know if I could mix the colors I need in that time. Also, I'd probably have to move this just because I can't see any of my desk right now. moving my phone because I'm hearing phone noises. Shouldn't be mixing with that. Should be mixing with this. Otherwise it's going to take all year. That's not the color I wanted, although it is pretty. I need a straight black, not a purple black. All right. Thanks, Razmik. I was like, how can you even tell? But yeah, I guess my thumbnail is pretty obvious. Kind of off screen. I painted them on stream, actually. I do need to repaint them, though. Fountain pen inks, yeah. Diamine fountain pen inks. Although I do have noodlers in my outlining pen. I was using Lexington Gray for the outline. These are the fountain pens I've been using for mixing colors. Fountain pens? Fountain pen inks. Turquoise, yellow, scarlet, and jet black. It's basically just CMYK. I just put them into tiny little bottles because it's easier for me to drop into my mixing palette. But I know there is a set of noodlers that people recommend for CMYK. I just don't know what it is offhand. A Mighty Asylum. Yeah, I'm just about to finish. But I do stream every day, at least for the rest of this month, so you're welcome to come back tomorrow. I feel like I've lost like most of the depth and I didn't do a very good job of the colors, but like I don't have any of the depth at all. Ugh. What do you think, Tim?
Pardon?
What do you think, Tim?
Oh, wow.
That's not an answer. No, not well.
If I was Jess, I would say, wow.
Me well. Like drawing their nibs? I'm drawing my nibs for Inktober, although I haven't actually drawn with any of these nibs.
Yeah, that would be tough.
Well,
Just using a nib to draw the nib you're drawing.
yeah, it's possible.
Oh, pink.
Yes, the water's pink. Yeah? Bling blong?
Yeah, blanket.
Mm. Huh?
Got the picture.
What?
Still with the picture.
You got a picture?
Yeah, she did just
I think I made it worse by adding color.
like
Hmm? Hmm.
Steph. Hey, Steph. Hello, Steph.
Where's Steph?
There's Steph. He's going wave, wave, wave.
Oh, there's Steph.
Yeah. There's Steph.
What's the date today? 12th?
I haven't got a clue. Yeah, it is the 12th, otherwise it would have been Friday the 13th.
Nothing wrong with Friday the 13th.
No, but if it was, it would have been a Friday the 13th. So I remembered it was the 12th. Right.
I'm gonna end the stream.
Okay.
You were talking about her. But yeah, yesterday I did an ink bottle, and the day before I did some fountain pens. So it only seemed fitting that I do some nibs today for Inktober. What else did I do? Leaves. And another leaf. And a feather. Yes. That's the first fountain pen I purchased. That's my favorite sketching pen right... Nib? Does it nib? First fountain pen I purchased. This is my favorite sketching pen right now. And I just bought a Noodler's Ahab recently. What else did I draw? Oh yeah, a brick, which I hate. What else? There was other good ones on the other side over here. Oh yeah, there's some flowers. And there's a landscape. And clouds. And birds. And leaves. I'm not very good at it yet. I need to practice with it a lot. Because I don't hold fountain pens right. I hold them bad. So it does have the flex nib, yeah. So the thing is I usually hold my fountain pens like this, which I know is absolutely terrible. But it still works. Like, that's why I think the Lamy a lot, is because the shape of the nib means I can write at a funny angle like that and it doesn't really affect it. But I'm trying to get better at actually, well, I'm trying to learn how to actually write, that way. But until then, I write like this, which means actually using the flex nib as intended is difficult. So yeah, this is a pen I need to practice with. Which I intended to do this month, but then I figured out I can do CMYK mixing with ink, and I just haven't really got any of that done. Writing versus inking? Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, is I haven't really... I was only usually writing with fountain pens up until recently. So, and I haven't even... That's the thing, I've only been... A lot of my drawing and stuff has been painting more than drawing, so I haven't actually been using fountain pens for drawing, really, or inking. So yeah, it's one of those things. I need to practice, but I really enjoy... enjoy. It's a joke, because it's the Lamy Joy. Where is it? Way back here. Yeah, this was sketched with the Lamy Joy. I've got diamine graphite in here and an extra fine nib. And I've really been... This is the only time I've actually tried drawing with a fountain pen, pretty much. And I really have been enjoying that. So I just need to do more of that. But I pretty much only own Lamys and Preppies. And then the Noodler. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to get a... Is it Kawaii? And I want to get a Twisby. Yeah, mostly just Preppies. Noodler, which I haven't practiced with. More Lamy. Got this Pentel thing I haven't tried yet that's not filled. Pilot. Petite. More Lamy, more Lamy, more Lamy. A lot of Lamy. There's a Jinhao in there. Mostly Lamy though. I've got two Vistas, pink Safari, blue Safari, black Joy, and dark lilac Safari, but that's over in my journal. I think that's it for Lamy, right? Maybe? Oh yeah, this is something else that I haven't tried yet. But this is I got this in a weird lot of things. It's like a italic fountain nib thing. It's halfway between a Like, it's a fountain pen, it's got like a cartridge in it, but it's more like a dip pen. The color wheel still looks so good. Yeah, the color wheel's pretty cool. But yeah, I've got bunches of Lamy nibs. I mostly buy my pens on eBay. I mostly just look for really good deals. That's where I ended up getting like all these nibs and nibs for like dip pens. So I got a bunch of dip pen nibs and a bunch of dip pen handles. And where is it? Where did I put that? Is it in here? Yeah, I got a Rotring pen that I need to like figure out and clean. In that bundle of things. But yeah, like I feel like the noodler I don't really like posting. I feel like I like it without posting, but I haven't tried eyedroppering it yet. I feel like if I eyedropper it, I definitely wouldn't want to post it. And I do want to try eyedroppering some of these preppies at some point, but I don't have the stuff for it yet. I agree, Mega Cheese. The petite one is pretty small. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I like a lot of the mini pens, but I probably prefer using the longer ones. Like, I actually, surprisingly, like, I didn't think there would be really a difference between the Lamy Joy and the Lamy Safari, but I think I really like the Joy, actually. But I don't post it. Like, I like it without posting it. Posting it is just so back heavy. But yeah, you don't suggest it. Yeah. Yeah. One of those things I feel like I need to try at some point, but I'm not in a rush. Burping, yeah. I have heard about that. I know that's one thing about like the Moon Man too, is that they're more for specifically eyedroppering, which I guess is a problem if you don't want to eyedropper them. Yeah. I mean, if I only leave it at home anyways, it's probably okay. I don't know if you've noticed, but in my, this is like my, just all my stuff. So all the fountain pens are actually in like an ice cream tub. So even if, and they're all, you know, just horizontal. So if one did like explode and leak, it would just explode and leak inside a plastic container, so. And I only have one pen that has waterproof ink in it, so at least for now. But yes, I am calling the stream for the night, as much as I could probably, well, I don't know. I don't have a huge amount of knowledge for fountain pens and stuff, but I could probably talk about fountain pens for quite a while. But I'm definitely gonna call it for the night. Yeah, I do want to actually do more like drawing with fountain pens and stuff, but I just kind of got, like I say, once I figured out that I could mix ink colors like CMYK and actually paint with it like watercolors almost, I just kind of got carried away, and that's pretty much all I've done all month so far. And like this outlining I just started doing with the preppy. But yes. Thank you everybody for joining me, and welcome to any of the new people in the stream. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Sorry that I'm kind of meh. Not in a great place. But I still finished a picture. So I'll post that on Instagram probably tomorrow. Just like a smudge on the next page. I don't know what happened to that. Hey Cricket. Hugs. I still need to reply to you. But But yes, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I would say I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm doing Inktober again, so we'll see what I draw tomorrow. Thank you all for joining me. I'm gonna say I hope you enjoyed again. I hope you enjoyed. Regardless of me. I will see you all tomorrow. And good night.